Hello everyone, I all hope you had a very wonderful day and a very blessed evening and an afternoon as well, guys. Just know one thing, guys. The gardening people are quietly here today, so there might be noise. There might be a lot more noise that's exactly happening. So just to be able to make you well aware and quietly well informed as well. And one more thing, guys, if I don't quietly shoot well or anything else with the sound again, I might exactly to have to shoot again, just in case. So I'm just decided to tell you. And the gardening people are here, so there'll be a lot of noise and a lot of interference while I'm busy exactly shooting this episode and also quietly intending on finishing it. But anyway, guys, I exactly appreciate and I'm grateful for your support. It means a lot to me, and also by viewing and watching my episodes, it means a lot to me, guys. I'm grateful for you guys, and God bless you all so much. May God keep you warm and safe and happy as well, guys. And also may you guys pursue your dreams as well, as I'm doing the same thing as well. So, guys, I'm very grateful for you guys. Also, love you guys so much. Truly grateful for you guys and viewing and watching my episodes. It means a lot to me. So, on today's episode, we're here to talk about another powerful supervillain known as Queen Light, who's a high-ranking member of an ancient secret society of supervillains known as the Court of Nature, with the goal to seize control of worlds, planets, and cities. With the goal of seizing control of worlds, planets, and cities in the process for them, so that they can become the sole rulers of cities and worlds and civilizations of the known universe and of the sacred world and of humanity as well in the process as well. So let's exactly begin. In Queen Light's early life, Queen Light exactly created a huge, magnificent temple in her name, in her home planet, with her army by her side. She just had in order to create a crystal cave. She just had in order to create a crystal cave that is much more bigger and much more greater than anything else. With the crystals that are quietly harvested by her army and by her people, she would use the crystals for dark witchcraft, for dark witch to practice her witchcraft and her powers and her abilities at that time, where she became more powerful and more invincible. During that time, she founded a group of powerful dark magic users known as the Dark Druids, the Dark Witches, the Dark Faithful, and decided in order to place them under her leadership, which would become her followers as well. With that exactly, her followers exactly and exactly helped Queen Light with her various experiments, such as the dark energy experiment, the triple experiment, the compulsory experiment of manipulating worlds and on manipulating other worldly leaders from other planets and other civilizations to place them under the control of Queen Light and as well under her rule. After all, exactly, Queen Light began exactly expanding her empire and her dominion across other worlds and other civilizations, and through other sister planets and other civilizations as well. She became a powerful monarch and a powerful queen and a very deadly powerful dark witch as well from behind the scenes, with her followers by her side and with her armada by her side. She became more powerful and became more hungry. She became a power hungry villain, more hungry for more power and more hungry for sole control of other worlds and other civilizations as well. She decided that her dark magic users have to create powerful machines at her name that can exactly be controlled by dark energy, by light energy, by dark energy of light energy, which she can manipulate. And she has the ability of dark manipulative powers, which she can manipulate people at her will as well. She used those powers and those abilities in order to create dark and powerful machines, which she can exactly able to expand within her home planet and within her home dominion as well. Queen Light became more powerful and more deadly than ever before. Other worlds exactly fought up against her armada and against her warships and battle cruisers during at that time, but she prevailed against them, and she managed to conquer 17 worlds and planets in a matter of in one full swoop. In one full swoop, guys. She conquered 17 planets and 17 worlds in one full swoop. She became a powerful, power hungry monarch and a dictator, willing to do what's best for her people, and she expanded her rule and also her kingdom and her plans throughout the rest of the universe and throughout the rest of sacred existence. The Phoenician hunters realized that Queen Night is becoming too powerful and too deadly, and that she'll pose a greater, magnificent threat to the rest of the other worlds and to the rest of the sacred world as well. They decided wanted to stop her followers and the rest of her armada of warships and battle cruisers, which they realized that they didn't have enough backup and enough intelligence on her. The war between the Four Nation Hunters and Queen Light's forces waged on until Queen Light triumphed against the Four Nation Hunters and against the Five Nation Hunters. She was able to defeat her greatest opponents and was able to take them down as well. Queen Light and the Dark Druids and the Dark Witches and the Dark Faithful created a huge dark portal where they were able to experiment with the monsters by taking their blood, by experimenting with their blood DNA in order to create an army, in order to create an aberration of a monster of their own, which they were able to place them under her soul control as well. She put the army in cryogenic free stasis pods where she'll be able to exactly study their powers and their ability with the remaining of her scientists, of her people, able to understand the monster's physiology and biology as well in the process to make sure that the immortality rate will be highly powerful and highly substantial. Queen Light was able to monitor her secret army, her sleeping army that were quietly sleeping in stasis cryogenic freeze pods, and she was very, very reluctant to be pleased. During at that time, Notin Knight Jackson Meg approached Queen Light with a very interesting offer for her to join his sixth society in order for her to expand her agenda and her rule, which could exactly help him conquer many worlds and many planets and place them under their sole control in a process as well. Queen Knight exactly accepted the offer, and she'd exactly realized this offer could exactly benefit her as well it might exactly benefit her new associate, Notin Jackson Meg as well in the process. Queen Knight was quietly present in a video audience when one of the followers of the organization of the Notin Knight exactly reported a failing operation of the operation when the Shadow Empire warlords and commanders successfully able to take down the rest of the planets and able to conquer them. And this exactly audience took place on the 1st of February, and she was quietly present as well during at that time. On the 10th of February, one of the Dark Faithful exactly reported one of the failed experiments destroyed by the Universal Defending Heroes, which Queen Knight was able to be present for. But Mind Man exactly told him that the progress of the planning is quietly going according to plan the way it's intended to be, and nothing else can exactly interrupt it or exactly remove it from its true objective as well. On the 15th of February, Notin Jackson Mack exactly hosted a video conference with the members of the Court of Nature, telling them everything else is going according to plan the way it's intended to be, and nothing could disturb the preparations that have already been quietly set, especially with the Intergalactic Coalition and the Shadow Empire waging war against each other. They might exactly see themselves taking their rightful places at the center of the cosmos as well by becoming the known rulers of the cosmos as well, and Queen Light was reluctantly pleased. During at that time, Queen Knight and the Dark Druids and the Dark Witches and the Dark Faithful were quietly present within the crystal catacombs, within a crystal cave catacombs on another worldly planet, able to experiment with their power and energy. She combined the crystal's energy and power, and during at that time, Universal Magic Girl and the Universal Magic Heroes able to arrive just in the nick of time in order to prevent Queen Light from exactly experimenting with the crystal's power, and also to try to evolve and upgrade and expand her power as well. The battle lasted less than an hour of a minute until Queen Light decided to teleport away with her forces, which they were able to do so. The rest of the Universal Magic Girls decided to destroy the dark crystals in a row and the rest of the crystal catacomb games in the process, which she was able to do so. She was like, Queen Light is posing a threat, a graver threat, and actually becoming the bigger problem that she's becoming a thorn to the rest of sacred existence and a very greater threat than any other sinister threat has ever lived throughout the rest of the sacred world. She informed the rest of the Universal Magic Heroes, telling them that Queen Light is posing a greater threat and that she's up to no good, whatever she's scheming or planning behind the scenes. And Universal Man was able to tell Universal Magical that his resources and the rest of the Intergalactic Coalition's resources are stretched too thin, and that there's nothing else they can exactly do while they continue fighting up against the Shadow Empire as well. Queen Knight attended a video conference meeting with the members of the Court of Nature on the 1st of March when they heard the news about the original Ruler Magic's death, which created a huge power vacuum in the entire Shadow Empire as well, forcing other Shadow Empire warlord and commander to forming secretive alliances with other powerful group of supervillains such as the Order of the Five, the Order of the Seven, the Unholy Alliance, the Founders, the Sacred Circle as well, and the Order of the Six and the Galactic as well in the process. During at that time, Queen Light exactly realized this is the perfect opportunity for her to take control of the other worlds and other civilization. And Notin Knight Jackson exactly told the members of the Court of Nature to proceed with their plan and with their strategy as well, which could exactly help them to seizing control of vast worlds and vast civilizations as well. Between March and April, Queen Light launch a full-scale invasion on the other worlds using conventional forces, using her armor or using her army of battleships and battle cruisers to launch a full-scale invasion on other worlds and other civilizations. She was able to conquer those worlds and those civilizations and place them under her sole control as well, meaning that she became a powerful monarch and a very, very powerful dictatorship. She even named the ambassador of the other worlds to become the great ambassador of the great planet known as a great planet known as Planet Light, to become the great ambassador of Planet Light, for him to exactly to be called Mr. Light, and placing the rest of the civilization under his care and trust, which was able to destiny agree to do so, which could exactly benefit him as well. During at that time, the Universal Earth Hero was exactly able to liberate many, many worlds and many, many planets from the control of the Shadow Empire warlords and commanders during as well at that time, and they were able to save lives and planets as well during that time, which Queen Knight was very quietly unhappy or unsatisfied with the results of hearing the news of the Universal Earth Hero saved lives and saved other planets as well in the process as well during at that time. She was able to exactly convene with the members of the Court of Nature on the 1st of May, telling them that the plan is quietly in place and that everything else is quietly scheduled. And No Tonight Jackson exactly told the members of Court of Nature that there are rumors of the new Little Magic and his new ancient secret society that are quietly working from the shadows, who are exactly manipulating and controlling the Shadow Empire, and who are creating a new Shadow Empire from behind the scenes and from the shadows of the sacred world and from the rest of sacred existence as well, which could have global repercussions and major severe consequences for them. Queen Knight reassured the members of the Court of Nature that everything else is in place and that her plan is exactly going according to plan, to wipe out the Universal Heroes and the Universal Earth Heroes and to remove them out of the way would be the best goal and would be the best strategy ever. On the 1st of June, Queen Light's forces were able to invade other worlds and other planets, but the intergalactic coalitions were able to stop them and prevent them from making war with them. Universe, no. They were able. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. They were able to exactly fight. They were able to exactly fight Queen Light's forces. They were able to exactly fight Queen Light's forces on that during at that time, and they were able to exactly save many lives and many worlds and many planets in the process. The battle between good and evil continued to last about for 2 days and for 3 days as well, until the forces were quite overpowered by the intergalactic coalition, which were able to save many worlds and many planets in the process as well during at that time. Queen Light's forces were able to exactly meet up with Queen Light on the 2nd of June. Telling her that they plan could not exactly work well when the intergalactic coalition managed to liberate many worlds and many planets and placed under their sole control, which they were able to liberate them and save them. Queen Light exactly reassured her minions and her forces that everything else is going accordingly to plan the way it's intended to be. Nothing can exactly stop what's in place. Queen Knight entered a darker room of crystals and energy with a power core that was quietly highly activated. Her four dark magic users, one witch, one dark witch, one dark druid, one dark faithful, one dark witch, one dark druid, one dark faithful, and another dark druid, and another dark faithful, and another dark witch as well. They were able to exactly converge their power and energy with Queen Light, as Queen Light led the ritual by activating the power core with the dark magic abilities in order to put it on great power and understanding, to unlock its secrets and its powers and its abilities as well during at that time. And she was very quietly reluctantly pleased that the ritual was a successful work and that everything else is quietly in place and going the way it's supposed to be. On the 15th of June, the forces of Queen Light were able to exactly ambush the Universal Monster Heroes at that time, they were supplied with destructive technology from the Shadow Empire, able to wipe them out and take them out of the way completely, which was exactly part of the plan. But the Universal Monsters prevailed against their enemies and against the bad guys and against their enemies and against their foes, and they were ultimately sentenced straightly. The Universal Monsters sentenced these forces, these villains, straightly into the astral prison or into the sacred prison or into the dark ark prison to remain there in custody. But unaware that there was another villain that was quietly at large, known as Professor Roll, who was a secret member of another secret society of supervillains known as the Founders. He secretly released these villains and these bad guys back into the custody of Queen Light and the rest of the Court of Nature, as well as his way of passing his regards and his way of passing regards and grateful atrocity to the Court of Nature for their resources and for his work as well, stating that he will ever be an ally to the Court of Nature and also to Queen Light's forces as well. And Queen Light was reluctantly pleased. On the 1st of July, Queen Light was able to exactly arrive on a dark temple where her dark druids and her dark magic users were able to revive the temple, restore it back to its former glory with the power core quite being placed, and they were able to put the power core in the middle by restoring the temple back to its greatest glory and to its greatest power. And Queen Light was reluctantly pleased and very happy that the temple is back to its righteous glory and back to where it was supposed to be returned with the power of dark magic at her command. On the first of August, Queen Knight was able to reconvene with the members of the Court of Nature, where Noten Knight Jackson exactly reassured the members of the Court of Nature that the plan is quietly in place and that nothing else could disturb exactly what's been said, even with the new Lord of Magic and his new organization of supervillains that are quietly, secretly creating a new Shadow Empire won't exactly stop what's been set in motion, and then wiping out the Universal Heroes and the Universal Monster Heroes, the Universal Space Defending Heroes and the Universal Space Heroes will exactly come to pass as well, sooner or rather than later. And Queen Light was reluctantly pleased. On that day, Queen Light exactly met up with the ambassadors of her home worlds, telling them that they should exactly pledge their allegiance and their loyalty to the Court of Nature and also to Noten Jackson Mech as well, and to his organization and to his society, which is exactly the worthy leader and also the greater leader ever and the greater ruler of the sacred universe and of the known universe as well, which is able to do so as well. On the 10th of August, Queen Knight met up with the Shadow Empire warlords and commanders, telling them to show their allegiance and their loyalty to the Court of Nature and also to supply them with endless destructive, powerful technology as part of their deal and as part of the agreement as well, which could benefit them in many ways exactly. The Shadow Empire warlords and commanders agreed to exactly continue to supply the Court of Nature with endless destructive, powerful technology as part of the agreement, and they will exactly pledge their allegiance and their loyalty to Queen Light and to the rest of the Court of Nature's members as long as they were able to benefit from it. Queen Light exactly reassured the Shadow Empire warlords and commanders that she will supply them her armada and her army as part of the deal and as part of compensation, which is part of the deal as well. And the Shadow Empire warlords commanders exactly shook hands with Queen Light, such that this is the beginning of their partnership and their newfound partnership and also their newfound deal. A newfound partnership and also of their deal as well. She was able to meet up with Michael Jackson and the members of the Court of Nature on an ancient dark temple on the 1st of September, telling them that everything else is quietly in place, that the pawns are ready to destroy each other and the enemies are ready to kill each other. And Michael Jackson and Noten Jackson Meg was very reluctantly pleased that everything else is going according to plan and that he will soon become the sole ruler of the cosmos and of the other worlds and of the other worlds and other cities and other worlds and other cities of the Four Nation Hunters and placing them under their control. And by destroying and wiping out the Universal Heroes and the other heroes in the Intergalactic Coalition in the process would exactly mean that he'll be getting control of everything, and taking out his biggest competitors out of the way would benefit him in many ways. Despite this, guys, Queen Light is very ruthless and very cruel, very dark, manipulative. She possesses dark, manipulative power, and she's the ability of teleportation and the ability of opening portals to other worlds and other civilizations, and the ability of mind control, and the ability of possession, resurrection, and the ability of recreation itself as well. She's a mastermind and a powerful criminal and a powerful villain as well, which has been dedicating her life to making sure that her home worlds and the conquered worlds and her home planets remain in power and in control of the other worlds and other civilizations by any means necessary, even by expanding her dominion and her empire through other worlds and other civilizations. She has a huge army and an empire warships and battle cruisers and soldiers at her disposal, where she quietly deploys them for the Court of Nature's benefit in other occasions, where she quietly deploys them for the Court of Nature's benefit as well. And she also has a group of powerful dark magic users, known as the Dark Druids, the Dark Witches, the Dark Faithful, at her disposal, who work under her current leadership and will exactly follow her orders, to the letter. Secretly, she even forms alliances with other powerful criminals, such as Mike Noten Knight Jackson, Mind Man, Red Master, Red King as well, and also Red King as well, and Switch as well in the process, in order for them to further their own goals and their mission to reach their ultimate goals, to bear fruit in controlling the universe and the sacred universe in the process. Queen Knight believes in Noten Jackson Mech's goals and his dreams, for him to become the sole ruler of other worlds and other cities and other worlds and other cities as well. And she's willing to make sure that his goal comes to pass and it bears fruits as well, as long as she can exactly benefit from that goal with her secretive agenda in conquering many worlds and many other planets in the process as well, guys. She's very powerful, cruel, ruthless, manipulative, and power-hungry villain, willing to remain at the top of the game and willing to make sure that her worlds and the conquered worlds and everything else that are placed under her control remain in power as well. As long as that will exactly benefit the court of nature and the rest of her associates as well in the process as well. She's willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that she's in power and in control of other worlds and other cities as well in the process. And she's willing to make sure that the big bad, the big bad boss of her organization, Notin Jackson Mack, is in control of everything. The dark magic users that I tell you about her work that are placed under her leadership follow her orders to the letter. They exactly experiment on shadow energy and other light energy sources and everything else. They are quietly powerful and are very deadly and very skilled in teleportation and also in dark portals and opening other portals to other worlds, converging and recreation and possessioning. They're very, very skilled in those magical abilities. Under Queen Light's leadership, they are very dangerous and are very ruthless. Queen Light is very powerful and very deadly and very, very ruthless leader and a monarch of her world. And she's one of the high-ranking member of an organization of supervillains known as the Court of Nature, with the goal to seize control of other worlds and other civilizations in a process so that they can become the known rulers of the cosmos and of the rest of sacred existence in a process. She learns from a great fearless not to underestimate the universal Earth Heroes ability and the universal heroes and the universal space heroes and universal defending heroes and universal magic heroes and collision abilities, including the operations and as well as the plans. And she quietly learns very well, and she learns from her past mistakes and her failures, and she learns never to underestimate her opponent or her adversary in anyone else in her league. She even exactly created a new enemy known as Universal Magical, where she quietly learns not to underestimate her newfound magical abilities in fighting up against her in combat sorcery, and she learns very well not to exactly take her lightly in any way. Despite this, guys, Queen Light is a supervillain and a high-ranking member of a secret society of supervillains known as the Court of Nature, with the goal of seizing control of cities, worlds, planets, and placing them under the sole control of their control so that they can become the rulers of the cosmos and of the rest of sacred existence in the process, even by wiping out the four nation hunters in the process. And Queen Light is willing to do whatever it takes to remain in power, in control of other worlds and other civilizations in the process, no matter what the cost and no matter what the cost is, no matter what the price is. She believes that true power comes from conquering other worlds and other planets, and she's willing to do whatever it takes that she remains in power and in control of her destiny, no matter what. Even against the toughest competitor known as the New Little Magic and his new secret society, known as the Order of Power, and the founders and the Holy Alliance and the Order of the Five as well in that process. So she's willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that the Court of Nature is in power, in control of the universe and of the sacred universe in the process, and of the sacred world as well in the process. Well, guys, that's it for today. I all hope you have a wonderful evening and an afternoon. I will exactly see you tomorrow on Friday on a different time. So take care, pursue your dreams, and continue to pursue your goals as well in the process. Love you guys, and God bless you. Bye.